Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sundering Tarot. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. This is part 3 of my cup suit on a series where I'm picking out my favorite cards from my 2022 deck collection. So we're going to do the 8 of Cups through the 10 of Cups. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, and excuse me while I zoom in just a little more. I will be holding up the cards, so if you have a big glare, don't worry. We have the Tarot of Dragons here. I've noticed that when it comes to the Eight of Cups, I like it to be a night scene. All 3 of these cards are a night scene. It literally is a thing for me, apparently. I have other decks where it's a daytime scene, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But I kind of like the moon reference and trusting your intuition and asking it for guidance and walking away from something. And yes, you see this beautiful blue dragon walking through the forest. The moon showing through the trees. It's a really pretty card. And then we have the Myths and Legends Tarot. This is the myth of the Maria Celeste. And yes, I do have a very appreciative connection to this, just because the Maria Celeste is a ghost ship, and it's one of the few things that actually has my name in it. It's not exactly easy to find anything with Celeste attached to it, and or spelled correctly. And this is a very well-known ghost ship. I mean, it literally sailed a couple 100 miles with no crew on board, and still had supplies and everything else on board, and nobody knew what happened. So the fact that the Eight of Cups is a ghost ship, it is amusing to me. So brava, Taylor, for choosing this particular myth and legend for this card. I love it. It's one of my favorite cards out of the entire deck. All right, and moving on, we have the Mermaid Tarot. Hopefully you can see that. I have it all focused without a glare. So yeah, she's walking away back to the ocean, back to the sea. Time on land is done. Walking right into the ocean in the moonlight and leaving what appears to be a lover behind. So sometimes it's nice to have the leaving your lover viewpoint versus just something leaving 8 cups. I appreciate that. And like I said, I have apparently something to do with night scenes and the moon. It really attracts me when it comes to the Eight of Cups. And I did not totally realize that that was something I navigated towards until I started pulling cards for this series. The things you learn about yourself. All right, we're going to move right on here to the Nine of Cups. I actually have more of the Nine of Cups than I think any other cup card. Okay. And as usual, Celeste can't make a straight line. Yeah, don't ask me to make straight lines. For those that know me, that doesn't work so well. Okay, so we got the Magical Dogs here. Right here, the Nine of Cups. Doesn't he look happy? I mean, here, let me hopefully focus in on his expression. Wet sopping dog, just been in the ocean. He's got this bounty. He's totally fulfilled and happy. He's got his fish. This just looks like a happy dog on vacation, and it thrills me so much. And it doesn't bug me that the cups are actually fish in this particular card at all. Total vacation and move vibes right here. And yes, once again, I will say there is something to be said about animals over people. I have 5 cards here, and 3 of them have animals in it. As usual. All right, we're going to move on. The Forest of Enchantment. I fell in love with this card out of this deck as soon as I saw it, the Nine of Visions. It's a wishing well. It's literally somebody who's thrown a coin into a well and made a wish. This is a thing all on its own, and this is all it takes for a Nine of Cups, because that is can be literally a wish. So a wishing well, somebody finally depicted that, and it is fabulous. I love it. Okay. And here we have the mystical cats. And I love this. This is so adorable. Sleeping kitty, and you see all these dreams this cat has. All the wants, all the needs, and it's dreaming it. So a slightly different take on a Nine of Cups, but the difference in perspective, I seriously appreciate. And the last two kind of go together just because of the vibes they give off. This is Soul Cat's Tarot. So you get the witchy vibe, you get the fortune teller vibe, and we have the Green Witch Tarot. I'm going to pull these up, hopefully side by side, so you can see without a glare. You have the cups in the background. Soul Cat's Tarot, all the cups are the same. Green Witch's Tarot, they're different. Bookshelf versus fireplace, but they both have the crystal ball. And Soul Cat's Tarot, as you can see, has some smoking sage. So very much witchy vibes given off in these particular Nine of Cups. I like the use of the crystal ball, of the fortune teller, and the Nine of Cups. I've seen it as a high priestess in other decks, fortune teller depicted, and I appreciate that. I like it. But to have it as a Nine of Cups works just as well for me, and I appreciate it. And if I can get my camera to focus without glare there, hopefully you can see it. Besides her face reflecting in the crystal ball, there is a ladybug right there. And that's a nice little touch. So making a wish for your future, trying to divine your future. I gotta not hate on that at all. I love it. Alright, and last but not least, we are going for the Ten of Cups. I would like to say this is one where you're going to see lots of people, but as you can see, it's split. I have two with people, I have two with animals. There's no way we're going to get nothing but all people for this. It's not going to work. Not with me anyway. We have the Mermaid Tarot. This is just like joy and happiness in a marketplace. Carefree living. I love how you have one person right here, so it's like you're them, and this is your view, your perspective. Happy teeming life in the background. People conversing. And it's like when I read with this card, sometimes if I focus on it too much, I get like the background noise of a busy marketplace stuck in my head. It's pretty. It's colorful, but it's still pretty. And of course the Light Seers Tarot. Lots of color. I appreciate that they're in a hammock, which turns into a very colorful rainbow. Very happy, very joyful. And you get to, if I can bring it in close enough, you see the kids in the background. I also appreciate that this does appear to be a female-female couple versus a male-female couple that you normally see depicted in a lot of decks. Because you can always get the whole, you know, mother, father, kid vibe in a Ten of Cups. That's pretty standard. But to get a colorful LGBTQ reference there with all the chakras and the happiness and children and kids playing, that's perfect. And Lisa will appreciate this one. This is Forest of Enchantment. Unicorns! Something unique, positive, mythical, very rare, and I do love the cute little baby. Look at that. Hopefully you can see that without it. being all blurred out. Unicorn seems something unattainable, and a lot of us think that the Ten of Cups happiness, true happiness, long-lasting happiness is unattainable. So I kind of like the unicorn as the Ten of Cups from this particular deck. And then we're going to go right to the Magical Dogs Tarot. And yes, more vacation vibes, happiness, playing in the sea, fun-filled family vacation. And I do appreciate the rainbow. Again, that's something with me. Apparently, I like the rainbow and a Ten of Cups. What can I say? Plus, I do like the fact that the perspective is this shore right here, instead of it just you being on the beach and looking at the ocean, and then going into the ocean, you see where the land and the sea meet. You get the shore going off to the side, as well as the background. So the perspective, when it came to drawing and executing this card, is fantastic. Alright, my lovelies. That brings us to the end of the cup suit. And if you missed any of my other suits, Major Arcana, etc., please remember I do have the links to those in the description box down below. Feel free to use those. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.